Hi, I'm Ed.
Hi, I'm Chris. We're in Editors, and you're watching the 24-hour podcast.
T-minus 4, 3, 2, 1.
Following is a 24 hours podcast.
Say goodbye to everyone you have ever known. You are not gonna see them ever again. I can't shake this feeling I've got. My dirty hands have been in the walls. The saddest thing that I'd ever seen was smokers outside the hospital doors. Someone turn me around.
Having a beer with Editors. Chris, Ed, welcome to Vancouver.
Hey, I notice you haven't got a beer.
By the way, do I feel left out here or what?
Yeah, we didn't.
You
offer
can get,
it.
you can get a cup of tea.
Okay. You've played Vancouver before. Did
Yeah.
you ever get a chance to actually walk the streets and see any of the cities that you've traveled through?
We did actually. This is our second time in Vancouver. It's the second time we've actually had a day off here. And last time we went pitch and putting, and you guys went bowling, and I went playing with Stellar Star. And last night we went bowling again. We like bowling.
So it's the Commodore lanes we like.
Yeah.
Yeah. The little skittle alley when they have the things on strings. It's great.
Yeah, there are little small spheres.
Spheres.
So you don't really get that much of a chance to see a city, but you get a chance to get an impression of what the people are like. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you've played Vancouver before. How does Vancouver respond to Editors?
Quite well actually.
You almost said very well, didn't you?
Just quite well. No, I remember the last one vaguely. I mean, it was in the middle of a very long tour, and I remember the venue probably more than the gig itself, which is usually a good judge of how amazing it was. But it was good. I think tonight it's going to be better. We've got a great lineup. We've got Biffy Clyro and Ra Ra Right on, so we're excited about that.
Now, when you tour around with other bands and you have openers and stuff, I mean, do you guys get a chance to actually hang out, or is it just pretty much they do their thing, you come on stage, do yours? Do you ever see each other?
We try to. I mean, we're doing really long drives. So I mean, yesterday was, how long was that? Like 16 hours or something?
Oh, it was longer than that. We were on the bus
That
for
was
about
ridiculous.
20 hours yesterday.
Yeah, so we try to. We know Biffy from back home anyway, so we've bonded already. And Rara are just like divine, lovely little bundles of joy. So we've been hanging out with them a lot as well. We're taking them to the UK as well. So that's gonna be fun. Yeah, we're all mates.
Spending 20 hours on a bus with each other, does it ever get to you, or does it grow you closer, or does it sort of set you apart
Well,
sometimes?
we've managed to find a bus with the miracle of wireless internet while we go along, so you can usually stay away from each other quite well with that.
And satellite television as well.
And
Oh,
porn?
There's been no porn.
There's
There's
been
a
no
few
porn.
girls on the bus.
Yeah.
Who'd do dance for us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. Naked bus parties are definitely
Yeah,
in.
regular things on the edit.
But the porn's not so
It's
flowing
not
as
needed,
last time.
is it?
Well, not
Needed
really.
as
I mean,
much.
last time we had a couple of Canadians on board, and they were just flicking through the porn channels all the time.
Revolting humans they were.
Just those two Canadians.
Just those two, not Canadians in general.
Right.
Just those
But
two.
they were
Good
Canadians, and
clarification.
they
Yeah,
did
and
love porn.
Yeah, they did love
They
porn.
loved it.
And strip
Strip
clubs and generally.
They'd be up the road. There's a strip club just up the road.
There's
I
a few
believe.
strip clubs just up the road.
Yeah, they'd
Yeah,
definitely
you know.
be there.
Yeah. No, I've just heard tell. Let's talk about the new CD, and then to a start.
And it has a start.
And then it has a start. Sorry.
Okay,
What
it's
was,
just very
thanks for the
important.
clarification. What was the inspiration for writing this album? Where did the song ideas come from?
We had to write one, didn't we? Because we had nothing else to do.
It was very shit. The time
It's
it
very
took.
shit.
No, the time we talked
Very short.
to
Short.
write the album was very short actually, because we didn't start until we finished touring in September last year, and we finished recording it by March. So a lot of it was actually written in the studio. A lot of the work was done there, rather than practicing loads and stuff for months and months on end beforehand. And we're rubbish at writing on tour as well. We simply can't do it. So we put ourselves under a bit of time pressure, I suppose, but we just wrote it quite simply. It was a good fun writing it, wasn't it?
Mm.
Very
So
fun.
you can't write on tour, then where do you get your inspiration to write? When does that hit you?
I think we all need our space. We all need a little bit of time and kind of familiar surroundings and relaxed surroundings to do our bit, so we can all be creative without any kind of stresses or strains or anything. But I mean, certainly sort of like living on the road for 2 years and seeing all these places that I've never seen before is inspiring enough to be arty.
How do you find people respond to the music? I mean, there's been a lot of anticipation, of course, for the CD. Do you find that it's going over well, and do you find that it translates well in virtually every city you play in?
So far, so good. Yeah, certainly. I mean, we probably had our best New York show on this tour to date, so that's a good gauge of how things are going. You know, they can be a little bit standoffish and a little bit cool, but they were into it this time. They weren't just standing there with their hands in their pockets. So that was a good sort of benchmark for us, I suppose. So things are going well. The record's, you know, doing all right radio play wise, and you know, so obviously it could do better, but I think every English band comes over here that says it could do better. Nobody really buys records in America anymore, so
no, it's true.
It's very difficult. But we're having fun touring it, so it's working out that way for us.
How do you enjoy performing, like on, say, North American television shows? Is that a good market for you guys?
It's fun, actually. Yeah.
You've done Conan recently.
We did Conan. We've done Kimmel, and
Yeah.
we're doing Leno next week.
Okay.
And it's really fun because it's like we've done shows in the UK and they're not quite as glamorous and glitzy, and you know, they kind of like, they set up a nice little green room and all the celebrities kind of like hang out with the bands who aren't as famous, and you know, it's kind of fun. It's fun, you know, and they put on a nice little reception for you. I don't know.
It'd be interesting to know who's on Leno this week, actually. When we're doing
Who do you
that.
want? Who would be your ideal Leno
I'd
guest?
love Cuba Gooding Jr.
That would be
That
nice.
would be good, wouldn't
And
it?
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Well,
We
he's
love Ja
calling you all
Rule.
the time, apparently.
He is. He's
Yeah.
a
He's
son
a
of
big,
a bitch.
big friend,
Yeah.
isn't he?
We always larking about with Ja.
24hours.ca